The clock says midnight, but the city feels awake. Neon reflections dancing softly on the lake. I got nowhere I need to be tonight, so I keep walking under silver street light. A song leaks from a rooftop somewhere far away, mixed with the summer wind floating through the haze. Everybody's got a story I will never know, and somehow that makes this whole world glow. I used to think I needed everything right now, every dream completed, every answer figured out. But tonight I'm letting all that pressure disappear. Stars look brighter when the noise is not so near. I got my hands in my pockets and my mind at ease, following the rhythm of the distant city breeze. No destination waiting at the end of this road. Oh, just the simple joy of carrying a lighter soul. Maybe happiness is smaller than we think. Maybe it lives between the moments that we miss, in random conversations and familiar melodies, in quiet little nights exactly like this. The moon hangs over buildings like a painted scene, every window glowing with a different dream. Somebody's celebrating, somebody's moving on, somebody's finding strength they thought was gone. And somewhere in that endless ocean of lights, a person I have never met is having the best night, laughing with friends, singing way too loud, feeling alive in the middle of a crowd. I love that thought. The world keeps turning beautifully, millions of stories unfolding simultaneously, and somehow we're all connected by the same sky, looking up for answers every once in a while. The train rolls slowly through the sleeping town, its lights sliding across the ground. The memory appears and disappears again, like writing your name briefly in the rain. Not a sad memory, not one that hurts anymore, just something warm I carry with me, like seashells collected from a distant shore. There are places I still want to see, rows waiting patiently ahead of me, songs I haven't heard yet, people I haven't met yet. And for the first time in a long while, the future doesn't feel scary. It feels exciting, like opening the door without knowing what's behind it, like hearing the first note of a song you've never heard, like watching the sunrise from a moving car, while the whole world slowly changes color. The air feels different tonight, softer somehow, as if the city decided to take a deep breath and share a little peace with everyone. Street cafes are closing one by one, chairs stacked neatly beneath the lights. A couple walks past holding hands, talking quietly about absolutely nothing, and that's beautiful too. Not every moment needs a grand meaning, not every night needs fireworks in the sky. Sometimes the best memories begin as ordinary evenings passing by. I keep walking past old buildings, past glowing signs, past places that once felt important, and places that still do. The soundtrack in my headphones changes songs, and suddenly everything feels cinematic, like the ending scene of a movie when nobody's rushing anymore. The road stretches forward endlessly, the stars scatter across the darkness above. The city hums its familiar melody, and I fall in step with it. Maybe we're all just travelers for a little while, borrowing moments before giving them back to time, collecting laughter, collecting lessons, collecting reasons to keep moving. If that's true, then tonight is one I'll keep. The cool night air, The reflections on the pavement, the music in my ears, the feeling that everything is exactly where it should be. Tomorrow will come soon enough, with its schedules and responsibilities. But right now, none of that matters. Right now, I'm young enough to dream, old enough to appreciate it, and lucky enough to be here, watching the city glow beneath the moonlight, listening to another favorite song begin, and smiling for no reason at all. Friday night city, breathing through the open air, purple signs reflecting everywhere. I missed the last bus, but I didn't really mind. Some nights are better when you leave the clock behind. A paper cup warming both of my hands, music floating softly from a one-man band. People passing by with stories in their eyes. Every little moment feels alive tonight. I used to rush through evenings like they owed me something more, always chasing distant places, always reaching for the door. Now I'm learning how to stay a little longer where I am, because peace arrives quietly, it never needs a plan. The clouds are moving slowly over sleeping towers, 100,000 glowing windows blooming like flowers. Somebody's watching movies, somebody's reading in bed, somebody's dancing around a room inside their head. And somehow all of it feels beautiful, not because it's perfect, not because it's rare, just because it exists. A skateboard rattles down an empty lane, someone laughs loudly through the rain. The sound echoes off the buildings for a while, then disappears into the night with a smile. I walk beneath rows of hanging lights, turning ordinary streets into brighter sights. The city feels less like concrete tonight, more like a living song wrapped in light. Every block brings another scene, a late night diner, still serving coffee. A florist cleaning up before closing, a couple sharing earphones on a bench, like the rest of the world can't wait until tomorrow. Maybe that's what I love most, those little pauses, the moments where nobody's trying to be impressive, nobody's trying to win anything, they're just living. And somehow that's enough. The playlist changes again, a warm guitar enters first, then a voice that sounds like an old friend. The kind of melody that doesn't ask questions, it just sits beside you for a while. The road ahead shines after a brief shower, street lights stretching across the pavement like golden ribbons leading nowhere specific. And I follow them anyway, not because I'm lost, because wandering feels good tonight. I remember being younger and thinking happiness was far away, like something hidden behind a future version of myself. But standing here now, I think happiness was always nearby, in conversations that lasted too long, in songs played too loudly, in unexpected sunsets and ordinary nights. Exactly like this, the river reflects the skyline perfectly, making the city look twice as bright. For a moment I can't tell where the buildings end and where the stars begin. Maybe some things aren't meant to be separated, dreams and reality, past and future, who we were and who we're becoming. The night keeps unfolding, a train glides across a distant bridge, its windows glowing against the darkness, carrying strangers to destinations I'll never know. And I love that, knowing the world is bigger than my own story, knowing there are endless songs I haven't heard yet, endless places waiting to be discovered, endless versions of tomorrow. The breeze shifts direction, bringing the scent of rain-soaked trees and fresh asphalt cooling beneath the moonlight. The kind of smell that exact night, to this exact feeling, to this exact version of yourself. The city grows quieter as midnight fades deeper, yet my thoughts feel lighter than they have in weeks. Every worry seems smaller from beneath this sky. Not gone, just easier to carry. I stop for a second, look around, take it all in. The lights, the sounds, the music, the air, the feeling that life is happening right now. Not tomorrow, not someday, right now. And that's enough to make me smile. Cause maybe the best days aren't the biggest ones, maybe they're the ones we almost overlook. The random Friday night, the song that found us by accident, the road we chose for no reason, the memory we didn't know we were making. The moon hangs above the skyline like a quiet promise. The music reaches its final chorus, and I keep walking a little slower than before, not wanting the night to end. Not needing it to stay, just grateful that I got to be here for it. Blue lights on the dashboard, 1:15. The windows down, empty roads, nowhere to run. The radio found a melody I never knew. Now the whole night somehow feels brand new. A convenience store glowing at the edge of town. One kid buying snacks while the rain comes down. A taxi slips quietly through the amber haze, and I swear there's beauty hiding in these days. I spend so much time looking far ahead, trying to solve tomorrow before today was said. But the older I get, the more I understand. Some of the best moments were never planned, like laughing too hard in the middle of a call, missing the train and finding something better after all. Taking a wrong turn and discovering a view that wasn't on the map but felt made for you. Tonight feels like one of those stories, the kind nobody writes down. Yeah, years from now you'll remember it for reasons you can't explain. The skyline sparkles beyond the river bend, like every light belongs to an old friend. The water keeps carrying reflections away, teaching me nothing beautiful was built to stay. And somehow that's okay, because every sunset leaves a color behind. Every goodbye leaves a lesson inside. Every season passes something forward to the version of us still learning. A bicycle rolls past with music playing low. The rider disappears where the night winds blow. I wonder what they're dreaming of these days, and if they're smiling while they chase it. The air smells like summer concrete after rain, feeling impossible to fully explain. Part freedom, part memory, part hope, the kind of emotion that rise without a name. I lean against the railing overlooking the street, watching strangers become passing headlights beneath me. Everyone moving towards something unseen, yet somehow connected by invisible strings. Maybe that's why I love the night. No expectations, no performance, no pressure to become anything else. Just the world existing quietly. The moon resting above apartment roofs. Clouds drifting like slow moving thoughts. A distant siren fading into silence, and 1,000 tiny moments happening at once. Somewhere a band is finishing a set. Somewhere friends are sharing their last conversation. Somewhere someone is starting a brand new chapter without even realizing it. And maybe that's happening for me too. not in some dramatic way, not with fireworks or a perfect soundtrack, just slowly, like morning arriving before anyone notices. I used to chase certainty, now I chase feelings. The feeling of a song that fits perfectly, the feeling of finding your seat by the window, the feeling of hearing your name from someone who means it, the feeling of realizing life is actually pretty beautiful. The city clock strikes another hour, yet nobody seems in a hurry tonight. Even time feels relaxed somehow, as if it decided to sit beside us for a while. The playlist keeps unfolding gently, each track opening another memory. Not painful ones, just snapshots. A summer beach at sunset, a train ride with headphones on, a rooftop conversation that lasted until dawn. A smile I didn't know I'd remember. Funny how the smallest details survive. Not the dates, not the explanations, not the reasons, just the feeling. And honestly, maybe that's enough. Because feelings become songs, songs become memories, memories become stories, and stories become who we are. The breeze grows cooler as the night deepens, store signs flicker softly in the distance, the streets become quieter with every minute, yet I feel more awake than ever. There is no finish line tonight, no race to win, no destination to reach, only this moment, this music, this city, this sky, and me, breathing it all in, knowing that someday I'll look back on a night like this and wish I could experience it one more time. So I stay a little longer, watching reflections dance across the pavement, listening to another chorus drift through the speakers, feeling grateful for things I can't quite put into words. Because sometimes life isn't about changing everything, sometimes it's about realizing the night was beautiful all along. Sunset melting into lavender skies, a slow train humming beneath the fading light. I took a seat by the window without a plan, watching another evening arrive gently. The city looks softer from a distance, glass towers glowing like floating lanterns. Every street carried its own rhythm, every corner seemed to hide a story. A familiar song started playing through my headphones, not one I searched for, just one that found me at the perfect moment, like it had been waiting all day. The melody wrapped around the night air, turning ordinary scenery into something cinematic. Suddenly every passing light felt meaningful, every reflection looked like a memory in motion. I remember when I thought growing up meant certainty, having every answer neatly lined up, knowing exactly where to go next. But life turned out different, and honestly, I'm glad it did. Because the unexpected roads became my favorites, the detours gave me stories worth telling, the wrong turns introduced me to places I never would have discovered otherwise. Tonight feels like one of those detours, the kind that doesn't change your destination, just changes your mood. A food truck is parked beneath a row of trees, friends gathered around folding chairs, laughing at something that probably isn't even that funny, yet somehow making the entire street feel alive. A cyclist glides past with music playing softly, the beat fading gradually into the distance, like a message carried away by the wind. The evening breeze smells like summer, fresh pavement, warm air, a trace of flowers somewhere nearby. simple things, beautiful things. The sky deepens into shades of blue and silver. Stars begin appearing one by one, not rushing, just arriving when it's their time. There's something comforting about that, the way stars never compete with each other, the way they simply shine. Maybe people should do the same, spend less time comparing timelines, spend more time appreciating progress. Some flowers bloom early, some flowers bloom late, they're still flowers. The city continues its quiet performance, traffic lights changing colors, restaurant signs flickering away, conversations drifting through open windows, everything moving together without trying, without forcing, just naturally. I lean against a bridge overlooking the river. The water carries pieces of the skyline downstream, breaking them apart and putting them back together again. Kind of like memory, never perfectly clear, never completely gone, just shifting shapes as time passes. A plane crosses slowly overhead, its blinking lights tracing a line through the darkness, heading somewhere new. And for a second, I wanna follow it, not because I need to escape, because adventure still sounds exciting even now, especially now. The playlist reaches another chorus, one of those melodies that feels impossible to skip, the kind that instantly makes everything look better. Streetlights, storefronts, passing strangers, everything starts moving to the rhythm. The world feels less like a place and more like a soundtrack. I smile at that thought. A dog waits patiently outside a bakery. A couple shares one umbrella despite clear skies. Someone rides a skateboard through an empty plaza. Tiny scenes, tiny stories, tiny moments, yet together they create something huge. A feeling, the kind you can't fully explain, the kind that stays with you long after the song ends. Midnight approaches slowly, the crowds become smaller, the streets become quieter, but the city never truly sleeps. It simply changes its voice. Daytime speaks loudly, nighttime whispers, and somehow I understand the whispers better. They remind me to slow down, to notice details, to appreciate the journey while it's happening. The future can figure itself out tomorrow. Tonight belongs to now, to the cool air against my skin, to the music in my ears, to the glow of distant buildings, to the endless sky above everything. And as another song begins, I realize something. Maybe happiness isn't a place waiting at the end of the road. Maybe happiness is walking the road itself, listening carefully, looking around and realizing this moment was worth remembering all along. Friday night, city breathing through the open air, purple signs reflecting everywhere. I missed the last bus, but I didn't really mind. Some nights are better when you leave the clock behind. A paper cup warm in both of my hands, music floating softly from a one-man band. People passing by with stories in their eyes. Every little moment feels alive tonight. I used to rush through evenings like they owe me something more, always chasing distant places, always reaching for the door. Now I'm learning how to stay a little longer where I am, because peace arrives quietly, it never needs a plan. The clouds are moving slowly over sleeping towers, 100,000 glowing windows flowers. Somebody's watching movies, somebody's reading in bed, somebody's dancing around the room inside their head. And somehow all of it feels beautiful. Not because it's perfect, not because it's rare, just because it exists. A skateboard rattles down an empty lane. Someone laughs loudly through the rain. The sound echoes off the buildings for a while, then disappears into the night with a smile. I walk beneath rows of hanging lights, turning ordinary streets into brighter sights. The city feels less like concrete tonight, more like a living song wrapped in light. Every block brings another scene, a late night diner still serving coffee, a floor it's cleaning up before closing, a couple sharing earphones on a bench like the rest of the world. Can't wait until tomorrow. Maybe that's what I love most. Those little pauses, the moments where nobody's trying to be impressive, nobody's trying to win anything, they're just living, and somehow that's enough. The playlist changes again, a warm guitar enters first, then a voice that sounds like an old friend. The kind of melody that doesn't ask questions, it just sits beside you for a while. The road ahead shines after a brief shower, street lights stretching across the pavement like golden ribbons leading nowhere specific, and I follow them anyway. Not because I'm lost, because wandering feels good tonight. I remember being younger and thinking happiness was far away, like something hidden behind a future version of myself. But standing here now, I think happiness was always nearby, in conversations that lasted too long, in songs played too loudly, in unexpected sunsets, in ordinary nights exactly like this. The river reflects the skyline perfectly, making the city look twice as bright. For a moment I can't tell where the buildings end and where the stars begin. Maybe some things aren't meant to be separated, dreams and reality, past and future, who we were and who we're becoming. The night keeps unfolding. A train glides across a distant bridge, its windows glowing against the darkness, carrying strangers toward destinations I'll never know. And I love that, knowing the world is bigger than my own story, knowing there are endless songs I haven't heard yet, endless places waiting to be discovered, endless versions of tomorrow. The breeze shifts direction, bringing the scent of rain-soaked trees and fresh asphalt cooling beneath the moonlight, the kind of smell that instantly becomes a memory, the kind you recognize years later and suddenly be transported back here, to this exact night, to this exact feeling, to this exact version of yourself. The city grows quieter as midnight fades deeper, yet my thoughts feel lighter than they have in weeks. Every worry seems smaller from beneath this sky, not gone, just easier to carry. I stop for a second, look around, take it all in, the lights, the sounds, the music, the air, the feeling that life is happening right now. Not tomorrow, not someday, right now. And that's enough to make me smile, because maybe the best days aren't the biggest ones, maybe they're the ones we almost overlook. The random Friday night, the song that found us by accident, the road we chose for no reason, the memory we didn't know we were making. The moon hangs above the skyline like a quiet promise, the music reaches its final courses, and I keep walking a little slower than before, not wanting the night to end, not needing it to stay, just grateful that I got to be here for it. sunset melting into lavender skies, a slow train humming beneath the fading light. I took a seat by the window without a plan, watching another evening arrive gently. The city looks softer from a distance, glass towers glowing like floating lanterns. Every street carried its own rhythm, every corner seemed to hide a story. A familiar song started playing through my headphones, not one I searched for, just one that found me at the perfect moment, like it had been waiting all day. The melody wrapped around the night air, turning ordinary scenery into something cinematic. Suddenly every passing light felt meaningful, every reflection looked like a memory in motion. I remember when I thought growing up meant certainty, having every answer neatly lined up, knowing exactly where to go next. But life turned out different, and honestly, I'm glad it did. Because the unexpected roads became my favorites. The detours gave me stories worth telling. The wrong turns introduced me to places I never would have discovered otherwise. Tonight feels like one of those detours, the kind that doesn't change your destination, just changes your mood. A food truck is parked beneath a row of trees, friends gathered around folding chairs, laughing at something that probably isn't even that funny, yet somehow making the entire street feel alive. A cyclist glides past with music playing softly, the beat fading gradually into the distance, like a message carried away by the wind. The evening breeze smells like summer, fresh pavement, warm air, a trace of flowers somewhere nearby. Simple things, beautiful things. The sky deepens into shades of blue and silver. Stars begin appearing one by one, not rushing, just arriving when it's their time. There's something comforting about that, the way stars never compete with each other, the way they simply shine. Maybe people should do the same, spend less time comparing timelines, spend more time appreciating progress. Some flowers bloom early, some flowers bloom late, they're still flowers. The city continues its quiet performance, traffic lights changing colors, restaurant signs flickering awake, conversations drifting through open windows, everything moving together, without trying, without forcing, just naturally. I lean against a bridge overlooking the river, the water carries pieces of the skyline downstream, breaking them apart and putting them back together again. Kind of like memory, never perfectly clear, never completely gone, just shifting shapes as time passes. A plane crosses slowly overhead, its blinking lights tracing a line through the darkness, heading somewhere new. And for a second, I wanna follow it, not because I need to escape, because adventure still sounds exciting, even now. Especially now, the playlist reaches another chorus, one of those melodies that feels impossible to skip, the kind that instantly makes everything look better. Street lights, storefronts, passing strangers, everything starts moving to the rhythm. The world feels less like a place and more like a soundtrack. I smile at that thought. A dog waits patiently outside a bakery. A couple shares one umbrella despite clear skies. Someone rides a skateboard through an empty plaza. Tiny scenes, tiny stories, tiny moments, yet together they create something huge. A feeling, the kind you can't fully explain, the kind that stays with you long after the song ends. Midnight approaches slowly, the crowds become smaller, the streets become quieter, but the city never truly sleeps. It simply changes its voice. Daytime Daytime speaks loudly, nighttime whispers, and somehow I understand the whispers better. They remind me to slow down, to notice details, to appreciate the journey while it's happening. The future can figure itself out tomorrow. Tonight belongs to now, to the cool air against my skin, to the music in my ears, to the glow of distant buildings, to the endless sky above everything. And as another song begins, I realize something. Maybe happiness isn't a place waiting at the end of the road. Maybe happiness is walking the road itself. Listening carefully, looking around and realizing this moment was worth remembering all